The Cuban rock iguana, also known as the Cuban rock lizard or the Cuban iguana, is a species of lizard native to the Caribbean island of Cuba. They are a medium to large-sized iguana, with adults ranging in size from 50 to 120 centimeters in length and weighing between 1.4 to 4 kilograms. Due to habitat loss, hunting, and collection for the pet trade, the Cuban rock iguana is considered endangered in its native range. Cuban rock iguanas have a distinctive appearance with rough, scaly skin and a crest of spines running down the back. They are generally a grayish-brown color with some variations, including green, black, and blue. Juvenile iguanas are usually more vibrant in color than adults. Cuban rock iguanas are not known for their speed as they are primarily a sedentary and slow-moving species. They are generally terrestrial, spending most of their time on the ground, and are not built for quick bursts of speed. Their powerful legs are adapted for climbing and digging, rather than running or sprinting. However, they are skilled climbers and can move relatively quickly up trees and rocky terrain using their sharp claws and strong tails for balance. Cuban rock iguanas are primarily herbivores, feeding on a wide variety of plant materials. They have a broad and varied diet that includes fruits, flowers, leaves, stems, and other plant parts. Some of their favorite foods include figs, grapes, mangoes, hibiscus flowers, and prickly pear cactus pads. It is important to note that Cuban rock iguanas are not strictly herbivorous and may occasionally consume small insects, snails, and other invertebrates. Cuban rock iguanas have a number of natural predators in their native habitat, including birds of prey, snakes, feral cats, and dogs. The eggs and hatchlings of Cuban rock iguanas are especially vulnerable to predation by a variety of animals, including rodents, crabs, and birds. In addition to natural predators, Cuban rock iguanas also face threats from human activities, such as habitat destruction, hunting, and collection for the pet trade. These activities have contributed to the decline in population numbers of this species and have made them vulnerable to extinction. Cuban rock iguanas have a unique breeding pattern that is characterized by a long mating season and a prolonged period of egg development. Breeding typically occurs during the rainy season, which lasts from May to October in Cuba. Males will actively seek out females during the mating season, and they will engage in courtship behaviors such as head bobbing and territorial displays. Once a male has located a receptive female, he will approach her and attempt to mate. After mating, females will lay a clutch of eggs that can range in size from 1 to 30 eggs. The eggs are typically deposited in a shallow nest dug into the ground, and the female will cover the eggs with soil or other debris to protect them from predators. The incubation period for Cuban rock iguana eggs is relatively long, lasting anywhere from 75 to 110 days. During this time, the eggs are vulnerable to predation, temperature fluctuations, and other environmental factors. Once the eggs hatch, the young iguanas are fully independent and will begin feeding on their own. Captive breeding programs have been established to help conserve Cuban rock iguanas and to mitigate the impact of habitat loss and hunting. These programs play an important role in preserving genetic diversity and maintaining healthy populations of this species. Cuban rock iguanas have a relatively long lifespan compared to many other reptile species. In the wild, they can live up to 20 years or more, while in captivity, they can live even longer with proper care. It is important to note that Cuban rock iguanas can be challenging to care for in captivity, and they require specialized knowledge and resources to ensure their well-being. Potential owners should thoroughly research this species and consult with an experienced reptile veterinarian or herpetologist before acquiring a Cuban rock iguana as a pet. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.